Be one of my last times in this studio, so let's make it worthwhile. Now, when you think of Metallica, you probably think of roaring crowds, lightning-fast guitar solos, and drumming where every fill includes a China cymbal. For decades, they've defined a genre. Their songs have been covered by everyone from classical cellists to jazz quartets, all trying to capture a piece of that iconic sound. But what if I told you that the most bizarre and arguably the most disgusting Metallica cover ever in history didn't have a guitar, a bass, or even a drum kit? What if the instrument was, well, a person? One story you might have missed on my second channel, which was one of my favorites I did this entire past year, was the time metal drummer Richard Christy went butt bongo fiesta on one of the show's biggest and most hated fans. It's a moment that pushed the boundaries of music, comedy, and human dignity. This is the tale of Richard Christy, a superfan named Bobo, and the weirdest Metallica covers of all time. So how does a man end up drumming Metallica songs on another man's butt? Well, to get that, you have to understand the universe, where an idea like that isn't just conceived, but it's actually celebrated. The Howard Stern Show. For decades, the show has been a cultural landmark, with the self-described king of all media reigning over a kingdom of absurdity. It's a place where celebrity interviews happen right next to the most juvenile, disgusting, and outrageous stunts you can imagine. The real magic of the show and its madness is in the cast of characters. This collection of writers, producers, and on-air personalities, known as the Whack Pack, aren't just employees, they are the show's comedic fuel. Their real lives, their insecurities, their fights with one another, and their willingness to do almost anything for airtime are the building blocks of the show's most legendary moments. At the center of it all is Howard Stern himself, the ringmaster who's orchestrating all the chaos. He created an environment where the lines between performance and reality are always blurry, and in this world, two very different people were about to collide in a way that sounded an awful lot like the intro to Enter Sandman played on human flesh. Meet the main character of our story, Richard Christy. Before he was a beloved member of the Stern Show staff, known for his amazing prank calls and a laugh that sounds like a haunted wheeze, or his hilarious drunk stories, Richard was an electrician and a certified monster in the heavy metal world. Born in Kansas, he played drums starting at the age of 10, practicing on cow feed buckets on his family farm. This wasn't a hobby, it was a calling. By the late 90s and early 2000s, Richard was playing with legendary bands like Death and Iced Earth, and his work on Death's album The Sound of Perseverance is considered a masterpiece of technical death metal drumming. But secretly, Richard was also a massive fan of the Howard Stern Show. When he wasn't playing music, he was living in a storage unit in Florida and working as an electrician. It was during his day job he'd be listening to the Stern Show, and by the late 90s, he started to send in voicemails and song parodies about Stern co-host Robin Quivers, and one of my personal favorite members of the staff, associate producer Casey Armstrong. Now, back in the day, the staff used to tease Casey about his sexuality, and Richard got involved too, sending in some of the show's most memorable song parodies. And honestly, guys, I can't even think about listening to the original songs without thinking of Richard's parodies.
Bet you his tape's good.
Hey, this is Casey Armstrong, and I'm here to tell you about my favorite thing in the whole wide world. Guys, at the Ramrod in Fort Lauderdale. Guys, rocking at the manhole in Jacksonville. Guys, making out in Soho with my boyfriend Bill.
So in 2004, longtime show member Stuttering John left to join Jay Leno's Tonight Show on NBC, leaving an opening on the Stern Show. So Howard Stern held a contest to replace John called Get John's Job. A number of Stern Show regulars applied for the job, including Richard, and each contestant spent a week on the show, and they had to put together bits and bring in special guests. The winner would be chosen by the fans, who would vote for their favorite contestant, and Richard would end up winning the contest. Richard was soon paired with another contestant, Sal Governale, who was also hired as part of the contest.
The show all talking like Richard one day.
That Kansan accent.
Yeah, someone was telling me about you. Richard, by the way, is an electrician. He's also a rock drummer. And someone sent me a note, let me see if I find it, that despite the fact that you're in a rock and roll band and everything, you never get laid.
No, actually, I was on the show in Vegas last year. You guys, I played game of blackjack to try and win a date with a porn star.
Did you win that?
No, unfortunately, I didn't. I busted on blackjack.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, he played.
But I play in a heavy metal band. We're kind of popular. I never really made enough money to just live off the music, and it was pretty much a sausage fest at all of our shows. So
Even though
tough.
Christy is in a band, he tells me he gets no chicks from it. He says the girls aren't into the heavy music he plays, and no girls go to the concerts, so no groupies.
He could get all the guys he wants.
Over the years, the duo would orchestrate masterful prank calls and song parodies, and I got to give a shout out to the pair's countless calls to Tradio, which have given me so many hours of enjoyment. So in 2008, Metallica released their album Death Magnetic, a much welcome follow-up to their controversial record Saint Anger. Since Metallica was on tour, The Stern Show had a few tickets to give away, and they held a segment featuring superfan Bobo, who was trying to win tickets for his wife, who was a big Metallica fan. Bobo is the quintessential superfan who, through sheer persistence and a unique brand of cluelessness, became a regular on the show. Many of the fans, including myself, don't like him. He's known for his questionable toupee, his meticulously prepared but often nonsensical questions for Howard, and an almost desperate need for attention. Bobo's defining trait is his willingness to do, well, just about anything to be part of the show, which often means becoming the butt of the joke, literally. It was the mix of Richard's world-class musical talent and Bobo's world-class desire to be noticed that set the stage for one of the show's most infamous musical experiments. On The Stern Show, you don't just get tickets to a major concert, you have to earn them, usually through some form of ritual humiliation. The challenge was pretty simple in its idea and horrifying in its execution. Richard would play a series of Metallica songs on Bobo's naked backside, and if Bobo could identify the tunes being rhythmically slapped on his posterior, well, the tickets were his. The setup was pure Stern Show theater. Bobo was brought into the studio, his desperation for the tickets practically radiating off of him. Richard, ever the professional, prepared for his performance with a pair of rubber gloves. As Howard and his co-host Robin gave their commentary, a nervous Bobo was told to pull down his pants and lean over. Richard, the man who had shared stages with metal legends, was now poised to perform, his drumsticks replaced by his hands and his intricate drum kit, well, replaced by Bobo's ass. And then it began. Richard, with his intense focus of a concert drummer, started tapping out the iconic rhythms of Metallica. The absurdity was immediate. The sound wasn't a thunderous snare drum, but a series of wet, slapping noises, punctuated by Bobo's grunts and barely contained laughter of the studio crew. Now, if Bobo got any of the questions wrong, he would have to remove his toupee to expose his bald head. Howard, who narrated the whole scene, couldn't handle it. He pointed out that Bobo's rear was so flabby it looked like Richard was pounding pudding. The staff shouted encouragement and insults, and at one point there was concern that a specific spot was getting too red, and Richard was told to find a fresh spot to bongo on. Feel free to play along, guys, and let me know which of the songs you got correct.
Richard, he's going to get over your lap, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
Jeez.
No, there you go. That's fine. Go ahead. He did it. It was just a little shocking. That's all. Now, Richard, Bobo, is he heavy on your lap?
No, not really.
I weigh 194.
And these, I picked songs that are kind of known for their drum parts. So.
Okay, that's
All
fair.
right.
All right.
All right.
Bobo, go ahead.
All right, here we go.
Dyer's Eve.
Stop. Did you say Dyer's Eve?
Dyer's Eve.
All right. That is wrong.
Oh,
The
he was
song
so
was-
certain.
Are you really concentrating?
I'm trying.
All right. This was...
Should I give him another?
Wait a minute.
Should we give him another chance?
I think I know it.
Oh, let me shoot out some other ones.
Of the same one?
no.
That is his guess.
That was his
Okay.
guess. You didn't get
Okay.
it? The
Can I guess?
Song called Blackened. And there's Richard playing it.
Blackened.
Which is what Bobo's ass will be after this bit.
All right.
The devil wants you blackened.
All right. You missed that. What did it feel like having Richard drum on you?
Oh, man, I'm telling you. This guy's a good drummer.
Yeah. All right. Here's your second song. Go ahead, Richard.
Dyer's Eve.
Here we go.
Then you should get this one.
Motor breath?
What did you say?
Motor breath?
For whom the...
Come on.
This one you should get.
Yeah.
Could it be fuel? Let me see.
You said fuel. That is not correct, but I'm going to ask. I'm going to ask you guys. Does anybody know what that one is? Do you know, Richie?
Is that one?
It's one. It's one.
I'm going.
That was an easy one.
Oh, man.
I'm going to do the
Why don't you give him the
second
last-
one down.
Okay, second one down. Okay. Bobo?
Enter the Sandman? Enter Sandman?
He even got the song name wrong, but
no,
that's not it. That's not it.
I know.
It's the second one down.
It's Motor Breath, isn't it?
No, Dyer's Eve. That was Dyer's Eve.
Dyer's
He
Eve.
kept yelling Dyer's Eve. And
Damn
then
it.
You actually say it, play it, he doesn't say it.
Bobo got none of the songs right and didn't win the tickets, but he did take home a $500 cash prize. On the show, Richard repeatedly uses his airtime to shout out his favorite bands, albums, and concerts, effectively giving shoutouts to an artist in a talk radio environment where most of the audience would never otherwise encounter it. Stories about flying overseas for festivals, dragging coworkers to brutally heavy shows, or wearing diapers to concerts because he refuses to miss a song is a core identity he is eager to share with the Stern universe. Between his wholesome Kansas upbringing and the ferocity of the music he loves, also makes him a kind of ambassador, someone who can explain blast beats, growled vocals, and obscure bands in a way that feels approachable and yet funny.
I don't even understand what happens. Like, in other words, the audience sits in a boat?
So there's no boat in the crowd. The boat is on stage.
I see.
A Viking ship, because they sing about Viking stuff.
Right.
The crowd sits on the floor
Right.
and pretends to row, and they're all in a row, and it looks cool as hell. Oh, this fucking song rules. Twilight of the Thunder God.
Is this your favorite?
Oh my God,
favorite.
I'm fucking getting chills right now.
Richards even started his own projects while working at the Stern Show, including Charred Walls of the Damned, which underlines how seriously he takes metal even while he's surrounded by radio show absurdity. Howard has even singled Richard out as one of the most interesting staffers, in part because of that intense double life. Button-pushing radio madman on one side, meticulous metal lifer on the other. In practice, that means every time the show gives him a spotlight, he carries the banner for heavy music, turning a morning radio circus into one of the unlikeliest metal platforms in mainstream media.
I was talking to him last night. We were on the phone, and he's like, he worships Lars.
Of course. He's a drummer.
Yeah.
Howard, I'm gonna fucking cry now. That was fucking awesome. I mean, what you got out of them, I have never heard them talk like that to anybody. Like the detail about their songs and about their instruments. That was awesome, Howard. Thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you, Robin. Playing the drum beat from One, like that song means so much to me. Like that song taught me how to play double bass. So it was incredible, Howard. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
It's moments like this that show just how far comedy and music can be pushed. What's the weirdest or most unforgettable live performance you've ever seen? Let me know your comments down below. And if you guys enjoy these deep dives into the strangest corners of music, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. And we'll see you again in Rock Culture Stories. Sticker.